So we got an issue with this guy named Niels Hoven, Mentava founder, and he did a phonics book and used AI generated content in it. And he's kind of making up excuses. So I just kind of wanted to go over it. I found it on Twitter. It's getting real big right now. So I'm going to do a little, let's do a little overview, shall we? It says here, Niels Hoven, the founder education startup Mentava, released Mentava's alphabet sounds in October of 2024, a 149-page hardcover phonics book with nearly 1,000 AI-generated illustrations to teach English sounds to young children. Hoven argues AI enables affordable production to address global illiteracy, providing a free PDF and selling prints for $30 with no profit. Artists criticize the book for relying on uncompensated human labor in AI training data and producing low-quality content that threatens jobs and creativity. All right, so this is kind of how I feel about it. So when people say they have to use AI, they really don't for 99% of the process. So let me give you an example. I don't know if you guys have heard of like copyleft. Copyleft is an arrangement whereby the software, artistic work, or whatever may be used, modified, distributed freely on condition that anything derived from it is bound in the same condition. Now this, combined with copyright-free images, people make images and illustrations and upload them onto stock sites like Pexels and whatever else for free. So when you say that I had to use AI, you did not have to use AI for this, especially since you say you give the book away for free, so all of the content could have been made with free content. Saying that you needed to use AI is more of a you needed to use this as a hype machine than whatever product you were selling. So let's go look over at his tweet now, okay? So it says here, it's AI generated pictures don't take the work away from illustrators, but it does. That is the problem, is that it does. Whenever you decide that you're going to use an AI generator, you're taking jobs away from illustrators. And if you're not using free assets that are already out there, you are a fucking fool. Okay, I'm just going to say you're a fucking fool and you didn't know how to use the internet and you're stupid. So going back to that, it says here, if we didn't use AI, we would have to sell the hardcover for about $200 just to have a chance of breaking even. So the thing is that he wasn't really interested in giving it away for free. Sure, he gives the PDF away for free, but to like people to buy it, people have been making books that are cheap for children for years and years and years without having to result for this. like I think people sometimes forget what happened before 2022. Like you just got an illustrator and you got one within your price range and they did all the work and you just paid one person to do all the work. That's it. That's it. It'd be so easy. But anyway, in other words, you would not have bought this book and we would not have made it. Well, then maybe it didn't need to be made. There's loads of other phonics books that didn't use AI. Have you ever heard of Hooked on Phonics? Pretty sure that book is still pretty relevant today. And instead, using AI art allows us to give away the PDF for... If you would have used copyleft and free and copyright-free images that you could have found... Don't tell me... You know what? Let's do this right now. We're going to go here. We're going to... What is it? We're going to look up Turtle, because Turtle is in there. Turtle illustration, copyright free. Okay. What's this? Is this AI generated? I don't even know. Edit with AI. When was this made? I don't even know. It doesn't matter. The point is that the stuff exists. The stuff exists. We make 0% per book. The entire costs go to Amazon to pay for printing and shipping, which nobody fucking believes. Because of AI art, this book exists, and now thousands of kids will have an easier time learning to read. They could already do that with other phonics books. You just wanted to get on the hype train because it is very popular to make children's books and children's coloring books and get into the children, I don't know what you call it, genre with AI generated content because kids don't know what AI generated content is. I'm sure the rest of the book is similarly done with AI. And here's like a thing here that says AI generated pictures. It's all AI generated pictures. The idea is great, but maybe don't take work away from illustrators, and blends should not be representative of a single sound, i.e. the sleep. An example, sleep for the S sound. So I did want to go and look over at his book thing. So he does have a few, oh, you can't see him. Well, hold on. I'll just scroll down a little bit so you can see. Over here it says he had a lot of 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, but I'm interested in the 1 stars. Let's see. Very short book, poorly edited, with ugly, distracting AI-generated photos. Seems quickly done without an editor. Even the back of the book has significant spacing problems where the new paragraph begins mid-sentence. So this is another case of, let me turn this off real quick so you guys can see. This is another case of somebody who doesn't know how to write a book, deciding they're going to make a book for children, and then hope nobody sees that, and then people buying it, and then once people see it and start commenting on it, it becomes a big deal. So let's read some of these other ones. Great idea, but don't waste your money on this. And this was from March. This is back in March. This was a while ago. This is before people started downvoting it. And it goes, AI generated. If you can't make the book without using exploitative tech, the world is okay without your book existing. That's true. Do not buy. Reviewed in the United States. AI slap. Do not buy. Let's see. I also, he said that this was drawn by a person. You know what? I just have to know. I just gotta know. I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go over to that Hive detector, and I haven't looked at this, but I don't know what it is. I just want to see what it says. All right, so I did go check, and it said that it's not AI generated. And I'm not saying, like, I didn't even look closely at this image to even be able to look. I do believe that it's probably not AI generated. I can't see anything that stands out to me, but I feel like because he complained about how expensive the artist was, but he's also not able to name the artist and doesn't want to name the artist, that seems a little sketch to me. So let's see what else. I'm curious to see what the rest of the reviews say, especially since, like, we can see here that these are AI generated images. These probably use ChatGPT 100%, which is kind of okay. Let's see this 2-star. I'm like, the thing is this is a good bit of advice. When you are looking for something that you're interested in buying, go look at the 3-star reviews. 3-star reviews technically give you the most honest review of item even before you're thinking about purchasing it, because usually it's someone who's like really played with the item. And I'm not saying 1 star and 5 stars are not good. I'm just saying that I kind of sometimes don't trust 5-star reviews, because if you just open it up and you have the best experience ever, it's automatically a 5-star. But some people open the box and they start playing with it, and then they hang out with it for a little bit, and then it turns out that it's not as great as it once was. Let's see. It's all generated pictures. The idea is great, but maybe don't take the work away from illustrators. And blends. Oh, that was the original. This was the one that he put up. Okay. So there's not that really many people who left reviews behind. So let's go back to the Twitter thread. Now, as I have been scrolling the feed, Reed Southern, one of my favorites, he's like, here's a wild thought. Raise the funds or don't create the book. Saying it's okay because you wouldn't have paid illustrators anyway is a circular reasoning used to justify using exploitative technology. It's the same justification that used for stealing music in movies. I'm interested in seeing what this says here. What's more important, an artist getting paid of a children learning to read? You act like there aren't millions of books already teaching children to read. He's not filling a niche or a role that isn't already covered 1,000 times over. You don't get to carve out moral expectations for exploitation and theft because it's for the children. It's a competitor, not an exploiter. Get good. Do you understand that there is a fair use doctrine taking someone's work, using it to compete with them in the same market that is heavily weighed towards being considered copyright infringement? You seriously want this guy to have paid $50,000 to make a book teaching children to read? This is the world you want, and you have the gall to condemn him for exploitation? Why is he entitled to make a book off of other people's labor just because it's teaching children to read? We're carving out expectations for exploitation and theft if it's for a good cause, which is true. Oh, and I love this one. Why are you acting like books with pictures were impossible before AI? You made a worthless book made by a worthless machine with zero creativity and zero care. AI books, AI art, anything creative made by AI would be looked at as stolen, copyright, soulless slop. You wrote all that just because you got a 3-star Amazon review. This is behavior that doesn't portray someone with confidence in their product. Imagine the melty if it was 2 stars. Oh, and right here is exactly what I was talking about. Most books and magazines use services like Shutterstock. They don't custom make all visuals. It's not either AI or 200% or $200 commission. You can buy Shutterstock credits, which pays the artists. Oh, and here's another one here. You used AI art and it still costs $30. Also, is anyone on your team trained in early childhood linguistics, phonetics? Are you building off of the established, oh God, I can't even say that, research in the arena, or are you just proposing new peer-reviewed literacy techniques? All right, so I also wanted to talk about their company a little bit because I felt like we need to talk about what this company is about and why I feel like it's maybe a little bit of a grift. So this guy says, well, if it's for the children, we should do it, right? But at the same time, Mentava is like an accelerated learning program, right? For young kids. And on top of that, it has like a human coach thing. Now, the thing is this is a very expensive. This is privileged people bullshit, okay? $500 fucking dollars for a month subscription. And if it's for younger children, it's like, for 2 to 3 months, it's $1,500 for a human coach and the stuff in their books, right? So this feels a little bit like a bunch of bullshit to me. It does say that some people have had success in getting their children to read, but at the same time, I'm not finding like a lot of information about this. So I feel like their company isn't doing good. Maybe they were hoping to get more money by doing this book because it seems like that was in line with their go-to, I guess. In general, even the app in the iOS store has a rating of 3.9 out of 5, which means mid. So it's probably not doing that much. It's probably like good for some, probably not good for everyone, right? And if you're teaching your children something, like young children how to read, maybe it should be rated higher than that. I think that if it was rated like 4.2, I think that would be the appropriate rating for something that most people should try. And they also have these claims where they go, teach 2-year-olds how to read at a 2nd grade level. But there's no like proof of that. And while some families claim, yes, this is going to be great, there's not a lot of information on if it is great by like independent studies. Like the thing is that if you're really advocating for child literacy, then maybe that book should be, or maybe that book that you generated, which that's probably what it is, should probably be more focused on like the types of games that you had or whatever is in the program, whatever is hidden behind the paywall. Maybe the book should be that, because this feels like a cash grab to me. This feels like a cash grab because you can't make cash asking people to pay fucking $500 a month because this is privileged children shit. This is like people who are living in rich neighborhoods who have $500 to fucking spare per month. That's fucking crazy talk. And on top of that, it's per child, not per family. And there's also claims by the company themselves that say the program completion is in months is possible. But one of these reviews that I found online flags that the estimated would shift to a few months to possibly several. So if you're going to pay a shit ton of money, someone said that they paid $4,000. That's fucking crazy. I mean, if you have the money, sure, but that's fucking crazy to me. And the guy's background is kind of like, I don't know how I would feel with him making books about children literacy when his background is in tech and gaming. So he was just using AI, in my opinion, for the hype of the situation. So they also claim to have like human coaches, but from what I was looking at, there's like no profiles that would say that these people have credentials. They could just be there to just repeat the slop that he is giving them. And on the website, it doesn't have a team of certified reading specialists, education psychologists, or anyone with a PhD researcher in reading. That doesn't mean they don't exist, but I couldn't find them on the website. You would think that you would want to display that somewhere so people who are paying into your services would feel safe. So overall, I don't know, man. I don't think I would really want to put a book like this in the hands of someone who's not really qualified and has decided to use AI generation. He didn't even try to get an editor. Like the thing is I feel that if he was truly into the idea, he should have done a Kickstarter campaign, got everything he needed, even if it had AI in it. Okay, even if it had AI in it, he needed an editor, definitely. He needed someone that would understand how graphic design works, which he did not have. And the thing is like, just because you can doesn't mean you should. We've had these discussions all the time. And I just don't know what to say because I feel like this guy wasted everyone's time. So thank you guys for listening. And if you stay to the end, please do a sheep. Do a sheep for me. And please join my Patreon, man. It'd be super, super, super cool. Super cool. I'd love that. That'd be awesome. Because I put videos on there and my art on there and maybe some writing on there eventually if I start doing it instead of being a loser about it. All right. Also, I got a new kitten. I'll show you guys a picture of her. And her name is Figgy, like figgy pudding, because she's considered Christmas cat. No, Figgy, be nice. I don't know if you could hear her, but there she was. And also, please subscribe to my channel. I want to get to 15K before Christmas. How about before Christmas? Can we do it? Please? It'd be great.